Yeah. Hello, beautiful people. Let's see what's going on. I ain't even gotta explain. I know what we catching. I don't like the part and the noise. It's gonna be a decent amount of traffic, more than likely, flowing through the area. But today's a beautiful day. Things don't always work out as they're supposed to or as you plan, but that don't mean nothing. That don't mean you're supposed to stop. That don't mean it's not gonna happen. You just learn from whatever mishaps took place and you keep pushing. That's how life is. You know? It's not gonna be perfect. Life builds character. Like all this bullshit and all the extra stuff we go through, it's just gonna build you. So don't get too hung up on everything not going perfect. Feel me? I ain't never had nothing go perfect in my life for too long. You know, something may seem perfect at a particular moment, very temporary, but life stuff happens. This is normal. Nobody ever told us it was supposed to be easy. So people be like, why is life so hard? Death gotta be easy. Death ain't fucking easy. I heard some of my favorite people say that back in the day, and I could see myself saying that in a particular moment where my mind state is back in that twist. If my mind state back in that twist, then I'm on some shit like, yeah, death gotta be easy, cause life is hard. But that was one of the hardest lines too. It'll leave you physically, mentally, and emotionally scarred. It will, but those scars are healable. Everything is healable. Feel me? Ain't nothing we can't get over. Any illnesses, anything you got going on, depressions, anything you got going on, it's overcomable. You just gotta want it. You just gotta put forth the effort. You gotta align your actions, your life to match up with your desires. You feel me? I'm not. The things that I desire in life, my actions correlate with those desires. And it took me forever to realize my purpose. Like I felt like over the years, and you know I've asked this question to multiple people. It's a hard question to answer. Like a lot of people that I know, they're just trying to figure out like, why? What am I meant here to do? You know, what am I here? What is my purpose? All of that stuff. Like, but you know, for the people that's unsure, they have moments in their life where, you know what I'm saying, it's real purposeful. Where it's like, yeah, alright, this makes me happy. I think I'm supposed to be doing this. I feel good doing this. It's genuine. It will leave an impact, etc., etc. But even they still had those doubts. So, this shit ain't easy. That's all I know. That's all I know is getting it right. When you adapted to and wrong was ingrained in you for so long, then it almost seems impossible for there to be a change. I know there was times where, man, listen, maybe one day we'll get another person's point of view on how stuck in my ways I was. Change? What? Nah, this is what it is. This the life I'm living. This the life we live in. This is what it is. All that other shit, that's not possible. You feel me? Like, this is what it is. So naive, so narrow-minded, so sick. That's really how I sum it all up. Like when I hear people, you hear a lot of unfavorable stories about other individuals coming out of a person's mouth, and I'm just like, they just sick. They just need help. And at this point in my life, people probably looking like, what, nigga, what you talking about? Like, sick. So what the fuck was you when you was, you know what I mean, a similar type of person? I was sick too, super sick. I'm still sick in a very minuscule type of way. Like, you feel me? I still have those moments. Like I speak about speak a lot about, and I'm big on letting your thoughts actually travel through your brain, cause I know what it's like. So instantly, as soon as something happens that makes you feel uneasy, that's unsettling, that makes you feel uncomfortable, that puts you in a defensive mode or where you gotta protect yourself. You get what I'm saying? Cause a lot of stuff like I've experienced with people, like you could just say something and everything feel like they gotta protect themselves, like they gotta defend themselves. Like you don't have to defend yourself against me. I'm not tearing you down or trying to belittle you in any means. If I say I effing love you, then I have to tell you what's going on. Like maybe you don't have a third person's point of view or someone from the outside looking in, whatever the case may be. But if I'm around you, expect me to say some shit. Period. You want to be emotional, you want to, you know what I'm saying, take it personal, all of that, that's on you. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just shows where you're at in your life and what you got going on. But just know there's room for growth. There's always room for growth. We all gonna grow. We all need to grow. Listen, it doesn't matter. This is one thing I want to say, right? Listen, there was a point in time not too long ago. I say a point in time as if it wasn't super recent. My apologies. So, about a week ago, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I said, I'm almost for nobody. And I think of this because I had a brother ask me, like, you think women are attracted to you? I said, yeah, of course. Why wouldn't they be? And that's the thing where I had to just think about this the other day, where I see a lot of women, right? Mostly pictures, not in real life. There was this one woman in real life that I'm gonna speak about her. This is gonna be funny. So there's a lot of people I see, not in real life, like pictures online or whatever, and I'm not attracted to them the least bit. You know what I'm saying? And they have a standard and a confidence and a certain quality that they uphold themselves to, and I gotta respect it. But for me, my personal taste, I'm not physically or sexually attracted to you. That doesn't mean you don't have a beautiful soul and I don't like you. I can like you, but not think you're cute. Feel me? That is very possible. Pardon me, excuse me, my apologies, but y'all know what we do. Almost everything that I ingest expels excess mucus, so whether I'm smoking or not, eventually I'm gonna end up spitting, depending on what I eat too. Like certain stuff that I eat, I can tell that it might be like added mucus and ingredients. Somehow it produces more mucus. I had that feeling where I want to spit. But yeah, like, so just because you're cute, that don't mean I like you either. Like, you can be super gorgeous. Listen, because he just interrupted my video all rude, but this is his world. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying, encroach on his. I don't know if he's talking to me or what. But I seen something I never seen before in life for the first time, right before I started this video. And that was, I seen a crow flying through the air, let's say 20 feet in the air. So he's very visible. Let's say 35 feet in front of me. He's chasing a bird, just a regular bird you see, not a pigeon, just a regular brown bird, through the air. Like he's flying behind them, like almost as if they're playing egg tag, but obviously it's a crow and that's a little bird. You know he's trying to eat them. I've never seen a bird in flight. Never seen a predator in flight to a prey. Feel me? I never seen it. But I don't know why he's right here all out. But back to the women. I love all women, though. I have an appreciation. Like, it ain't about. It was never about that, though. Like, I think that's why. I believe that's why. Like, my favorite cousins growing up, which was like sisters to me growing up, because I didn't have any sisters. I don't have any sisters. Not that I know. I think I have sisters on the side that I'm not familiar with, but I don't have any sisters. So I was always close, and I always had a special bond with the women in my family. Like my aunts, I had 2 aunts that was my favorite aunts, and we shared the same sign. So I don't know if that was something too. But as a kid, they were my favorite aunts. And then I always was with my, we don't have a lot, but I always was with my male cousins, and we went over their house. They would come over our house, we'd be outside. That's what I played with. But my favorite cousins were my female cousins. And, alright, there's all these birds right here. He's up there just talking. Go do something. Predator. But yeah, I think I have like a particular, and a woman in my family, a lady, a queen, just mentioned this the other day. I have a certain bond and relationship with women outside of it being sexual, obviously. Because like even in schools growing up, like in every school, well, from middle school up, like matter of fact, we go to elementary, like 6th grade, 5th, 6th grade, and that, all of my friends, the people you would see me with, the people were women. And, don't get me wrong, alright, let's be honest, obviously I can't go outside of that, but yes, there was flirtation back and forth, but the women that I was cool with like that, I never messed with them personally. Yeah, we never had any relationships outside of friendships. Flirting, stuff in school, yeah, but like you see me in the hall, I'm probably with a group of 3 to 4 women, or 1 chick, or you know what I'm saying, like stuff like that. That's who I was cool with. I was always cool with the chicks. I never gravitated towards men back in the day. Similar to how women say they're not cool with other women, like they always had male friends, they're just more comfortable with being around males. That's how I was back in the day. I don't know why or where. I hated that my life took a turn where that wasn't the case anymore, where I was around men all the time. And that might even be like, I just considered this. We're growing together, you're thinking with me. So I never even considered that might be a part of the turning point in my personality and my path. You know, that dirt road I always talking about, that trail that I embarked on. That could be the turning point where I got away from being in tune with women outside of a personal level. Because then when I was dealing with women at that point, it was only personal. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have that same environment and those same bonds and relationship with or queens that I had in the past. I think we just figured something out. We might have just unlocked something. Do your circle, I mean obviously the people you hang around definitely affects the outcome of who you may be, the experiences you may have, the aspirations you may or may not have. You get what I'm saying? Like that, the people you're around definitely affects that. So we already know that. And I'm wondering if the gender even makes a difference too. Because when I was, like I'm saying, when I was in tune with the women on a friendship level, on a social level, I did different things. I think my life outside of them was more peaceful, more basic, more regular. And then once I got away from them and I started being around men, other gentlemen, then everything started going, haywire. Days are up and down. Like, you never know what may go on. I think I just came up with something. I would like to obviously hear more about this from other gentlemen that may have the same experience or similar experience, or didn't have it at all. They did that same thing. They used to be cool with all the chicks. They was in school. They had favorite aunts. They was their mom's baby. I won't say favorite. Whatever. It's not for me to judge. I was my mom's youngest, so I was always her baby, and I was always her. Like I said before, I'm always a pleaser and a helper. So that started back then. I was always a helper. If I see you doing something and I know like what you need to do next, I'm gonna jump in and do it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense for me not to if I'm sitting there doing nothing. Especially if you're like engaged in any type of labor. I've always been like that. So that's where my want to help people randomly comes from. Like, I always been that person. Like, oh, you ain't got to, I'll do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whether I want to do it or not, like, I'm going to do it. I don't just walk around like, oh, I want to lift something, or I want to move something, or I want to sit here this amount of time so to make sure this is okay. I don't wake up with those desires, but anytime they arise or they show that they are needed to be filled or tended to, then I'll be there. I felt bad, so let me go back real quick. They were so farther and they were already in the motion of doing their thing, but I seen two women. I'm not perfect. Like, y'all hear me talk about how I want to help and how I do. I do help. I don't talk about how much I help, but this time we'll talk about how I didn't help because I felt bad. So I was, how there's double lanes to park, like back to back. You know what I'm saying? Then there's a lane to drive. 2 lanes of cars parked all the way up. 2 lanes of cars. It's a lane, another 2 lanes of cars, and a lane. And they're parked like 3 lanes over, like 3 rows over of cars, 6 rows total because it's 2 in each row. But I see them. They're carrying like boxes that damn near covering their face, like they hold chest with, like everything. They might not have been super heavy because, they might have been. I can't speak on the weight, but I seen some women carrying boxes, and I wanted to jump out so bad, but I wasn't prepared at that particular moment to get out of the car. I have a process with everything that I do, so I wasn't prepared to get out of the car at that moment, and they were already, like I said, in the motion. But I just felt bad that I wasn't carrying the boxes for them, and I felt like me, just observing that they were doing something good with their life and themselves at the moment, carrying those boxes. That they were, on the path to betterness. In whichever way, I don't know who they are personally or their personality. They could be very opposite of what I said, but they were doing something good. So let me talk about this lady alright, this is where I get back to, I can like you, but you're not cute. Like, sometimes you like people's personalities. Like, it's okay to just mess with a person's energy. So, there's this person, obviously a woman, this individual, that's always bubbly, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, energy always, I'm not in their personal space or immediate space long. It's just by passing. It's just in passing. So, but every time it's the same. Like, hey, how you doing? So, and I'm always the same too. Y'all don't know me because you haven't met me, but y'all see how I come with these videos every day and how I leave them. I'm the same guy every day. Feel me? Yeah, bad things happen. that I prefer not to happen, or hiccups in life and stuff like that. But whatever, it's just gonna happen. Like, I've been got over that shit. I done been down. I've been down. I'm still down. Y'all know I'm broke, but I do put my money in better places. I'm broke though, so this lady, this woman, this queen, she has great energy. And for the first time, the other day, I got to be in this lady's personal space for an amount of time that exceeded the past. Now we're around each other for hours. We're not talking or nothing like that, but there's just something about her energy that I like. Just her energy. Just her energy. I'm like, there's something I like about her. Like, and I'm a man. Obviously, I don't. There was a point in the past where I looked at, like I said, I looked at all women as an opportunity. That doesn't mean I was scheming on y'all or I saw you as a come up or anything like that, but there was something I was expecting. I had an expectation, let me say that. I had an expectation of all women I seen. Encountered, it don't matter. I had that confidence about myself where I had expectation. I didn't even got to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, that's a different story. But I have a certain. It's weird because I guess there's people like that. I don't know. I can't speak of it, and I won't even mention it right now. But I'm very particular, so I'm just seeing stuff. I'm just watching. You know what I'm saying? Like, it got to the point where. Hold up, because listen, it was strange because I actually found myself in like this little, like I'm very in tune with myself and what I got going on, what I think, how I feel. You know what I'm saying? So I like her energy, but she's not attracted to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there the whole time like gauging that out, like, wow, why do I like her energy? But there was something the next day, and I ain't gonna get too particular because I'm respectful like that. But the next day, I learned some information that is the reason why I like her energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, she has a similar life habit, lifestyle that I do. You know what I'm saying? So that was what I picked up on. There was a reason why, you know what I'm saying, her energy's like that. Now for the other people, I don't know why their energy's like that. Some people just bubbly, they just, you know what I'm saying? And I really don't understand those people. It's good to be that. I'm not saying there's an issue with, you know what I'm saying, you just being happy for no particular reason. You know what I'm saying? Just walking around real giddy. But I never understood, like, how did your life make it to where you can just be that happy, that like good-hearted, that anything, like, because I don't know those people. Like, I was never around those people, so when I see one, two, however many people like that, it's like surprising to me. Back in the day, it would be weird. Like I say, you see somebody doing good, talking good, feeling good, you look at them like they weird. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What are you on? What you got going on? You trying to lie to me? You trying to play me? Nah, I ain't trying to play y'all. Yeah, no, I ain't trying to play y'all. If there's anybody in this world that ain't trying to play y'all, that's me. I ain't trying to play us. I don't give a fuck about it. But everybody else got to know. You know what I'm saying? I represent the melly. Represent the melly. That's what we doing. For the mellow. Yeah, I represent the mellow. We're gonna stop saying melly. We're gonna start saying mellow. I'm for the mellow. You feel me? So I ain't playing y'all. But that's how you would look. That's how I would look. That's how I used to look at it. Like, why are you so happy? What the fuck's going on? Like, what you trying to pull some wool over my eyes? Right? Because somebody's like too transparent or too outgoing, too anything. It's like, what the fuck? What you up to? That's terrible. That's terrible. Now, don't beat yourself up about it, but that is a reflection of where you are mentally at your life, in your life, where it's just like nothing can be that good. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, something can be that good. Something can be that right. It's possible for things to go how you expect it to go. Will there be bumps? Yes, there's life. Nothing's perfect. You know what I'm saying? Everything everything comes with its own course. No matter what it is. Everything has to take a course. So you understand that, you'll be cool and you won't really harp over the goofy stuff or the moments where you might not be seeing eye to eye with someone. Those things are irrelevant. Yeah, I know I gotta do this. I see this bird flying and it just looks so wonderful. I always catch hawks, crows. You're like a hawk, that shit look big as fuck. Because it's from distant away. I should show you. But I'm not. My apologies. I would show y'all, but I don't feel like going out there. And he's a distance away. I have to zoom in and do all that goofy shit. Y'all just see a small, maybe. Might not even see him. But I like that lady's energy. It's weird. Because like I don't know, it's weird because like I always say, I have a certain standards, but I'm a human. You know what I'm saying? I am human. If y'all didn't think I was, anyone who ever doubted the possibility, I am human. So I have human feelings, human thoughts, and a human feeling and human thoughts they always have. No, not always. Not in that aspect of life. So let me go backtrack a little bit. My human, you know what I'm saying, desires or human attributes, human nature. Say that. My human nature may take me out of my standard. Not my moral, not my integrity. Nothing can shift that. That's it's an immobile thing, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not going nowhere. But y'all get what I'm saying. I'm a man, I'm a human. You know what I'm saying? I've done things. When I see myself as this particular person, right? I've done things to where I look back and I'm like, why did you do that? Like, alright, yeah, I see it. It's the moment, but for what? Like, what was the purpose? That's what I'd be looking at it afterwards. Like, what was the purpose? Because there's a lot of unhealthy stuff that goes on when you're just out here just doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Outside of your norm, outside of what you would typically do, anything of that sort. I'm just gonna say it, man. We're talking about women. I know a lot of gentlemen that's exchanging energy. I've exchanged energy where I'm like, why? What was the purpose? Like, did you just do that? So that's why I say, like, I know what I like. And sometimes you can like some stuff and it's maybe not be for you, but there's something about it you like and you just like it. But we're gonna end that video. It's about to be a half an hour. Let's see what I'm doing. I ain't get to tell y'all. I don't know how my face look. I didn't get to wipe it or wash it. This was last night's face. Yesterday's face. But I did use my prickly pear seed. Feel me? I did get to use that. And definitely about to go to the park. It's gonna be supposed to get a little warmer. It's not gonna be warm, but once these little clouds go away and the sun come all the way through, it'll be decent out. So I'm gonna go to the park. Go to the park, get me a little something going on, feel me? And then see what the day brings. Try to figure some stuff out. Trying to do something different, man. Trying to do something different. Because, and this is so weird, but I'm doing this because this right here, this little thing I'm doing, I do with y'all, I'm doing this because this would have been one of the biggest prohibiting factors of my growth if I didn't if I didn't just go ahead and do it. And I feel like it's possible for me to collectively pull particular individuals together for us to benefit our chills. If y'all don't know what the chills is, that's the children. Chilies and the chills, that's the kids. So I'm for the chills. Feel me? Chillin', that's a different thing. That's my terminology for the kids. It's not a city thing, it's not a, you want to nobody else say chills. Speaking of kids. So if you hear chills, I'm talking about the kids. If you hear the chilies, it's the kids. You know, we'll do it for, oh look, listen. Nah, I ain't gonna show it. It's not mine to show. I was gonna show it, but I think I can show these ones. So we got two little, and then you know we gotta show it. Gotta show it. You know we shopping there for real. These are just some little basic kid bracelets. Feel me? Beads and one tiger stone chip clasp. Girl one tiger stone chip clasp. It's unscrewed a little bit. But yeah. These came from a line. I should start putting that link in my bio. I think I'm gonna figure that out. I'm new to all this. I just found out how to, I ain't gonna tell you. Well, y'all won't figure it out. I just learned out how to link this to the Instagram page, put in the bio. So, and I got 2 more views. Shout out to y'all. I got 2 views in like an hour, I think. From that, I believe. Shout out to the people that's watched. Shout out to everybody that watched. Shout out to the people that's gonna watch. For real. Because we growing together and we ain't gonna be perfect. There's gonna be stuff you don't prefer from me, and there probably will be things that I don't prefer from you, but that don't matter because we're all on a growing journey. You know what I'm saying? You can never be perfect. There's always gonna be things that need to be tweaked and not manufactured. I don't want to say that word either. There's always gonna be things that's gonna be tweaked, upgraded. You know what I'm saying? Renovated. All of those good things to move forward in life within yourself, not like anything outside. That was crazy. I just saying some crazy type traffic, but I'd be happy. I don't be tripping about nothing. A lot of stuff. I think I have a reason to be mad still, but I'm not. If that makes sense. Like, I've experienced stuff. I had certain experiences, not only personally, just, you know what I'm saying, stuff that affected me personally. That the experience didn't happen to me. I'm not a part of the experience, but it affected me. And I feel like I have a reason, I have a right to feel any type of way about anything that I do whenever I do, because that's what makes us individual. That's what gives us a right to opinions and all of those things. You're allowed to think your own thoughts. And another thing I want to always push: you're allowed to be whoever you want to be. That's not for me to accept, reject. None of the above. That's not my business. You're you. Like, I don't have to. Who you are don't have to align with who I am. not the same people. I don't have to like what you do. You don't have to like what I do. Like, that's fine. I'm not going to disrespect you. You might disrespect me. I don't give a fuck. I'm not that type of person. I wonder if I could stick to this. I want to say that I will never, like, I'm not an argumentative person. I will debate. Conversations are fine. Dialogue's cool. But once it's like an argument, there's like involved. I don't argue. I don't argue. I'm fine with walking away most of the time, depending. Well, first of all, I don't even argue, so I don't even have to walk away. But I'm cool with seeing where it's going to go. Like, oh, you want this, that type of. I'm cool with picking up the energy and then just fading off. Because this is why I always did this, right? So when I say I always was considerate of other people, like I always thought for people, I saved plenty of lives out here, like plenty, and I've been saved too. So it's not like, you know what I'm saying, it's I'm only doing the saving. No, I've been saved multiple times, over and over and over and over again, whether I know it or not. I might not even be aware of these protective blessings, but they definitely happen for sure. I'm not naive to that. I don't think that everything is me. I do believe that what I did, how I was, played a part in who I am today and my outcome, but it's not all me. But yeah, like I ain't that person, man. I ain't trying to fight you. I don't want to fight. Like, I literally never been a fighter. But there could be some people that, like, everything that I'm saying I'm not and I don't do, there will be people eventually, I'm just going to say this now, that will come out and say different. But like I said, I was misled in life. I was misled at a young age. You get what I'm saying? I just looked at this, listened to something that I said before, and I was talking about it's very different, and it plays a big part in what you got going on, how you are, what you believe in. If you're misled at a young age, but then as opposed to someone being led the right way and then being misled when I'm 18, 21, it's totally different. I'd rather be misled at a young age if I had to be misled. I would prefer not to, but unfortunately it's too common for us to be misled, and that's something we try and change. We're changing. I've been changing. Everyone's not receptive to it. I can't push. I don't want to feel like that person that someone want to rebel against. Like, oh no, I don't fuck with what he got going on. Like, he be, you know what I mean? He's too on me. Like, he's too in my face. Because motherfuckers really think they better than you. But listen, when I'm talking my shit, I always gotta remind people, I was worse than you. I think I was, because I had a particular thirst for, I won't say the word, but I'll just say I had a particular thirst. You feel me? To where, like I said, I always moved around peaceful, and I never wanted any issues because I knew what every day entailed for me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know you. I'm cool. Like, let me go my way, you go your way. You feel me? Like, I've done that multiple times over and over throughout the years. Like, and people don't have to do that with me, because I'm not aggressive. Like, I'm not trying to start a problem. I don't want issues. I'm not a conflictual person. I always say this. I don't like conflict. I don't like that negativity. Like, instantly my nerves start to go bad. Like, my body start to do stuff that I prefer not to do. Honestly, like, literally, it's weird. I don't get it. I really can't explain why or how, but I definitely have control. In the past, that's why I say let your thoughts process, because I'm telling y'all from experience, in the past there has been things that I wouldn't have done if I thought about it just a little longer. But because I didn't think about it, bam, I did some stupid shit. Or You know what I'm saying? Like, I did something where I'm looking at, like, why the fuck did you do that? What was you thinking? What you thought that was? Nah, that's not that. But just know that it's possible for us to come up out of this shit. That's what I'm. That's my whole point of everything. For all the motherfuckers that's going through anything, I'm talking to all the motherfuckers, all the gentlemen. My apologies, I didn't even mean to cuss, but that was just my passion with what I was about to say. Talking to all the gentlemen that gotta use Bob Barker. I'm gonna come out and say it. Fuck Bob Barker. I'm saying it. I don't care. I'm not that type. I care about what I say and what I got going on because I'm trying to stay a particular, you know what I mean? But I'm comfortable enough to say, fuck Bob Barker. Fuck Cactus Annie's. Fuck you, Cactus Ann. Nah, maybe not. I don't know. That might be a mellow. But still, if you ain't, you know what I mean? I don't know. I have to do some research. But y'all get what I'm saying. We ain't fucking with those type of areas where those products are being distributed. Fuck them. But we doing it for y'all. Everybody that's geeking for magazines, books, picture. You know how important a picture is? Everybody that was cold. I ain't gonna lie, there's definitely been times where I was hungry, but I don't really remember too many times where I couldn't go get something to eat. So I'm not gonna act like I relate to people that was like that couldn't get food for days on end, or you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I lived bare minimum before, where you know what I'm saying. I'm portioning out, rationing out my food for the week or for however long until the light of day is about to be, presented again. But motherfuckers had to walk. You ever had to walk a mile, 2 miles? If I'm not asking you, hey, I'm saying if you ever had to walk a mile or 2 miles, we here. Feel me? You ever sit outside all night because you possibly ain't had nowhere to go, or you couldn't get in where you had to go because it ain't really your dwelling as you would like it to be? Good for y'all. Feel me? I'm probably in one of the most uncomfortable moments of my life, but I don't give a fuck. I'm still at peace because I still got what I learned. I'm still implementing my growth. You know what I'm saying? So, like, situational environment shit, that shit don't even affect me. The city be going crazy. I ain't gonna lie. And I've always been in and out the city. Always in the city. Always. But in my way. You feel me? But that shit don't. I'm not gonna say it don't affect me, because it definitely, as I spoke about before, it affects me. But I just let it. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Like, you know what I mean? I only can do my part, which is when I'm around these figures or individuals that make up these environments, or you know what I'm saying? Like I said, y'all seen the video probably. I was so mad. Listen, I don't even care no more. But I was so mad because I got all this, like, my brain start going a bunch of places, and I can't really. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard for me to come back. So it takes time. You gotta take time to think. I'm gonna end it with that. Just take time to think. Just take time. It's okay to think. It's okay to let your brain process stuff. You don't have to act. Everybody be on that, like, instant. Everything's instant. Everything don't have to be instant. Nothing's instant almost. let's go back and say that almost nothing is instant. Everything is a process. It's a thought out. You have to let it. You have to let it cultivate. You have to let it grow. You have to let it bloom. Things have to bloom. You feel me? Like your thoughts have to bloom. You don't just. They don't just bam. A flower ain't just. It's a firecracker. That's a firecracker. Just boom. Gotta stop being firecrackers. We are not made up of gunpowder. Deuces.